Has anyone ever asked you, what do you consider responsible decision-making? Launching to the core of the issue will take a leap of faith. You already know how the decision chain helps you reach high-quality decisions. When exploring responsibility, we're centered primarily in a helpful frame and clear values. Maybe you consider responsible behavior living in alignment with your personal views, doing what you want to do, avoiding what you don't. But where you see responsible behavior, others might disagree. And because human beings tend to reason in relative terms, this can become a source of decision traps. So note a basic difference between being a responsible individual on the one hand and a responsible community member on the other, with our relationship to specific individuals or groups falling somewhere in between. We anchor responsibility within our common humanity, where we are all equal. Unlike most animals, humans can think ahead, reflect, make conscious decisions rather than always reacting out of instinct. Maybe you remember an adult telling you, you are responsible for you, when you were young, along with keep your hands to yourself. In a simplistic world, every individual is in control of and responsible for their personal decisions, the decisions that impact just themselves. But our responsibility is of greater consequence when our choices impact others. As much as we might like to be completely independent, we depend on others, like our family, and there are individuals, like our friends or classmates, who depend on us. When our decisions impact others, we have to consider ethics at some level. Diving into moral values can be swimming in deep water. So let's keep to the surface and still try to shed light on some key principles. You probably value your freedom. You'd like to be able to choose as freely as possible. Maybe recognizing a limit where your actions harm others. The Hippocratic Oath medical doctors take establishes this ethical limit, either to help or not do harm. This example reminds us that we are responsible for our attitude as well as our actions. We can make conscious choices that shape our state of mind. Your responsibility differs to the extent a decision is in your control, outside your control, or somewhere in between, like where you may be able to influence a situation. Where decisions are in your control, you are directly responsible. Where someone else has control, like being ordered to do something, you are not responsible, although you may be responsible for following through, actually doing it. And an ethical decision might be to refuse. A decision outside your control is like an uncertainty. Your responsibility and scope of control becomes anticipating potential outcomes and planning with them in mind. Not worrying about the things you can't change frees up attention to focus on things you can change. Between these extremes are decisions you can influence and the corresponding choice of whether to try to do so. These can be opportunities to demonstrate leadership, taking initiative to proactively shape the environment and outcomes to your benefit. Of course, other individuals may be pursuing such opportunities in competition or collaboratively along with you. The natural limitations to our own thinking in such situations establishes the benefits from working together. A practical reason for tolerating differences and respecting diversity is that we all have blind spots. Responsible behavior as a contributor in a group is to give our best, trusting that others will act responsibly in return. Growing up offers greater independence, with increasing freedom tied to greater responsibility. As you mature to your full potential, responsibility and personal choices are at the center of your increasing success, establishing who you are and all that you can become. Dependability is often equated with being responsible. This is where we end with commitment to follow through. I do what I say I will do, I take ownership, and accept accountability for my actions. You have decision power with your behavior, your attitude, and your actions. You are responsible to you, for you. Seize opportunities to actively demonstrate responsibility by establishing healthy habits now. Your success will flow from this source all your life.